If you've been noticing someone acting really strange around you lately, like they can't even look you in the eyes or they are stumbling over their words when they talk to you, this is absolutely your reading. Okay. Wow. Their mask is cracking and they are terrified because you see exactly who they are. Hey, beautiful souls. This is Alara and welcome back to True Soul Tarot Guidance. In today's reading, we're looking at someone who is completely panicking right now because you saw right through their facade and they know there's no going back. They can't hide from you anymore and it's driving them absolutely crazy. Before we get into the cards, just remember to only take what resonates with you. Not every message will apply to everyone, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. All right, let's see what Spirit wants to show us. Oh my goodness. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting this really strong energy of someone who has just fallen apart internally. Like on the outside, they might be trying to act normal, but inside they are completely panicking. This situation is not merely a minor error. It represents significant exposure. This is the type of circumstance in which this individual cannot even share the same space with you without experiencing a sense of their entire existence collapsing. There is something about your aura, something in the way you gaze at them that conveys your awareness. You are aware of their true self. You understand what they have been concealing. And indeed, they were unprepared for someone like you to enter their life and see through all their meticulously crafted deceptions and manipulations. The Spirit reveals to me that you possess an extraordinary ability to perceive. You do not merely observe what is apparent. You delve deeper. You discern people's genuine intentions, their concealed motives, the secrets they fervently wish to keep hidden. This specific individual, oh my, they believed they had successfully deceived you. They genuinely did. When they initially encountered you or when your interactions began, they assumed they could engage in their typical antics with you. They thought they could don their facade, present the version of themselves they showcased to everyone else, and that you would simply accept it. However, that is not what transpired at all, is it? Instead, you saw through their pretense almost instantly. You detected nuances that others completely overlooked. You recognized the discrepancies in their narratives, the shifts in their energy when particular subjects arose, the insincerity behind their smile. And now, astonishingly, they are coming to the realization that you are not someone they can manipulate or dominate. You are not someone who will merely acquiesce to their storyline. You perceive them for who they genuinely are, and that frightens them. The reality is, with most other individuals, their performance remains effective. They can still deceive their friends, family, colleagues, or anyone else within their circle, but with you, it fails entirely. You can interpret them as if they were an open book. You can sense their energy change when they are being dishonest. You can perceive when they are attempting to manipulate a situation, and they are fully aware of it. Indeed, they are acutely aware. Spirit is presenting me with a vision of an individual donning a mask, which is literally fracturing down the center. This individual has invested considerable time in managing how others view them. They have constructed an entire persona, a fabricated identity that they showcase to the world, and it has served them well for an extended period. People have accepted the image they convey, but now, at least in your presence, that illusion has entirely collapsed. You recognize the authentic version of them, the aspect they wish to keep hidden from others, the parts of themselves they feel ashamed of or are attempting to conceal. Once you have perceived that, it becomes impossible to unsee it. They are aware of this. They understand that they cannot reapply that mask in your presence and expect it to be effective. Now, allow me to draw some cards to gain further insight into this matter. The first card that emerges is the Two of Swords reversed. Oh, how fitting this is. The Two of Swords reversed pertains to the truth being unveiled regarding someone who can no longer evade reality or keep their eyes shut to what is genuinely occurring. In its upright position, this card depicts an individual in denial, refusing to acknowledge the truth. However, in the reverse position, it is as if the blindfold has been torn away. The truth is surfacing, regardless of whether this individual desires it or not. This is precisely what is transpiring here. This person can no longer conceal themselves behind their meticulously crafted deceptions. You have seen through their facade, and now they are compelled to face the reality that someone genuinely understands who they are beneath all the artifice. My interpretation of this card indicates that this individual is undergoing a significant internal struggle at this moment. A part of them recognizes that they should simply be forthright, honest, and perhaps even apologize for their actions, yet another part is still fervently attempting to retain control over the narrative. They find themselves trapped in a highly uncomfortable position where they cannot revert to deceiving you. However, they are unable to fully confront the repercussions of their exposure. Consequently, they find themselves in a state of paralysis, overwhelmed with panic and uncertainty about their next steps. You may observe this in their actions. Perhaps they are completely avoiding you. Alternatively, when interaction is necessary, they may be excessively cautious with their words, as if they are treading lightly. Or they might attempt to appear relaxed and normal, yet their forced demeanor makes it evident that something is amiss. Spirit is also revealing to me that you possess a remarkably calm and untroubled energy regarding this situation. You are not the one in a state of panic or disarray. You perceive this individual for who they truly are, yet you refuse to allow it to disrupt your tranquility. You are observing the situation unfold from a grounded and centered perspective, which likely intensifies their anxiety as they cannot provoke a reaction from you. They are unable to manipulate your feelings or instill doubt within you. You remain steadfast in your understanding. You have faith in your intuition, in what you have observed and experienced, and that assurance, that conviction you hold, is something they cannot undermine. The next card that emerges is the Seven of Swords. This validates what I had already been sensing. The Seven of Swords symbolizes deceit, cunningness, and an individual who engages in underhanded actions behind others' backs. This person is a liar, a cheater, and someone who twists situations to benefit themselves. They are the kind of individual who will smile at you while scheming against you in secret. They may take credit for the work of others, spread falsehoods, betray trust, or do whatever serves their own interests. For an extended period, they have likely evaded consequences due to their cleverness. They are adept at concealing their misdeeds and presenting themselves as innocent while casting others in a negative light. Yet, what is truly remarkable about this scenario is that you have seen through their facade. You have discerned their strategy. Perhaps you have literally caught them in a lie. Perhaps you uncovered something they were doing in secret. Or perhaps you simply sensed that something was amiss with them, prompting you to pay closer attention, and once you did, everything began to fall into place. Regardless of how it occurred, you have seen through their deception, and now they are coming to the realization that their usual tactics are ineffective against you. They cannot gaslight you into questioning your own perception. They cannot charm their way out of what you are aware of. They cannot shift blame or adopt a victim mentality to elicit your sympathy. You are simply not susceptible to any of it. What is intriguing about the Seven of Swords is that it frequently symbolizes someone attempting to evade accountability. They are stealthily taking those swords, believing that no one will notice, but you did notice. You always notice. And I believe that is what is truly unsettling for this individual. They are accustomed to being the most intelligent person in the room, the one who is perpetually one step ahead of everyone else. However, with you, they are not ahead at all. In fact, you are several steps ahead of them. You anticipate their moves before they execute them. You comprehend their patterns. You know what they will do before they do it. This places them in a highly uncomfortable position, as they have lost all their power in this dynamic. Additionally, if you have been observing the numbers 911 or 999 recently, that is not coincidental. 911 signifies emergency, urgency, and the truth coming to light. It serves as a wake-up call. 999 signifies completion, the conclusion of cycles, and finality. Therefore, if you have been encountering these numbers, it is confirmation that this situation is reaching a critical point. The truth is being unveiled. The illusion is dissipating. Whatever this individual has been concealing is coming to light, and there is a sense of finality associated with it. This is not merely a temporary exposure that will fade away. This is permanent. Once you have witnessed someone's true colors, you cannot unsee them. Allow me to draw another card here. All right, we have the Queen of Swords. Oh my, this represents you. This represents your energy in this context. The Queen of Swords embodies someone who perceives the truth with clarity. She adept cuts through nonsense with accuracy. Intelligent and perceptive, she does not accept manipulation or dishonesty. She holds authenticity and integrity in high regard. And when she encounters individuals lacking these traits, she sees right through them. There is no need for her to raise her voice or create drama. She simply knows. Her understanding is so clear and certain that it can be intimidating to those accustomed to evading consequences for their actions. This is your current state. You are strongly embodying the energy of the Queen of Swords. You are not emotional or reactive regarding your discoveries. You are simply clear. You recognize this individual for who they truly are. You have evaluated the situation and made your decisions accordingly. Perhaps you have established boundaries. Perhaps you have completely severed ties with this person. Or maybe you are merely maintaining your distance and observing. Regardless of your actions, they have stemmed from a place of clarity and self-protection rather than anger or hurt, and that is a powerful stance. This is the type of energy that individuals who thrive on manipulation and deceit find challenging to confront, as they cannot manipulate someone who operates from such a clear and grounded perspective. The Queen of Swords also signifies that you are someone who speaks the truth. You are unafraid to address issues when you observe them. If someone is being insincere or dishonest, you will confront it. You will not simply sit idly by and pretend that everything is fine when you know it is not. It is likely that you have confronted this individual, or at the very least, conveyed through your words or energy that you are aware of their true nature. Such a revelation would undoubtedly have shaken them to their core, as they are typically accustomed to people either failing to notice their manipulations or noticing but being too intimidated to speak up. However, you are not afraid. You have no qualms about expressing your truth and standing firm in your power. Before we proceed, if you find that this reading resonates with you and you are deriving value from these messages, I would like to extend an invitation for you to support the channel with a super thanks. Whether it is $10, $20, or $30, your contribution significantly aids me in continuing to create these readings for you. Furthermore, if you desire even more exclusive content and in-depth guidance, I encourage you to consider becoming a channel member, which will grant you access to special readings and early releases. Your support is immensely appreciated and enables me to keep delivering these messages. Now, let us return to the reading. The fourth card presented here is the Eight of Swords in its reverse position. When upright, the Eight of Swords depicts an individual who feels confined, powerless, and unable to perceive a way out of their predicament. However, in its reverse state, it signifies liberation from those constraints. It represents the act of removing the blindfold and gaining clarity. It is about recognizing that you possess more power than you previously believed. I sense that this card is reflecting your journey. Perhaps there was a time in the past when you overlooked warning signs. Perhaps you extended trust to individuals even when your intuition was alerting you that something was amiss. Maybe you remained in situations longer than necessary because you were reluctant to accept that someone could truly be so deceitful or manipulative. However, you are no longer in that position. You have learned from those experiences. You have evolved. You have honed your intuition to the extent that you no longer disregard those warning signs. When you detect something is amiss, you take notice. You investigate. You trust your instincts. This is why this individual cannot deceive you as they may have in the past, or as they can deceive others. You have engaged in the necessary inner work. You have removed your own blindfolds. You now see clearly. And once clarity is achieved, you cannot revert to the illusion. You cannot feign ignorance to make things more comfortable for someone else. The spirit is indicating that you are profoundly spiritually safeguarded. There exists a radiant white and golden light surrounding you, accompanied by angels with their wings extended in your defense. Should this individual or anyone else have attempted to project negative energy towards you, or sought to manipulate you on a spiritual or energetic level, their efforts have been futile and will continue to be so. You are under divine protection. Your connection to higher guidance is integral to the strength of your intuition. You do not merely assess individuals through logic or observation. Rather, you are receiving spiritual insights. You are obtaining divine direction regarding the true nature of individuals and their intentions. This is not something that this person can counteract, as it originates from a higher source. Additionally, I sense that this individual may have committed a wrongdoing, something that could lead to legal repercussions. For some of you, this may involve illegal activities. Perhaps you discovered they were engaged in theft, falsifying official documents, cheating in a professional context, or participating in dubious dealings. You may have reported their actions, leading to others becoming aware of their misconduct due to your revelations. Alternatively, you may not have reported them yet, but they are apprehensive that you will. Regardless, there is an energy of them feeling cornered. They experience a sense of exposure unlike anything they have encountered before. It resembles that dream where you find yourself in a public place without any clothing, fully visible to everyone. This encapsulates the level of vulnerability and anxiety they are undergoing. They feel stripped bare, exposed, and seen in a manner that induces significant discomfort. Intriguingly, despite this exposure and panic, a part of this individual may actually desire to re-enter your life. The fifth card I am drawing is the Six of Cups, which signifies nostalgia, reconciliation, and a longing from someone in the past to reconnect. This individual may be someone you have known for an extended period, possibly even since your childhood. They could be a family member, an old friend, an ex-partner, or someone who has been a part of your life for many years. Despite your awareness of their true nature, they may attempt to reach out to you. They might seek to reconnect under the pretense of wanting to make amends or to reminisce about the past. However, the Spirit advises you to exercise discernment in this situation. Indeed, this individual may genuinely feel remorse. They may sincerely miss your presence in their life, but that does not necessarily imply that their intentions are honorable. The Six of Cups may also signify someone who wishes to revert to previous circumstances, desiring things to return to how they once were. This person may yearn for that because, in the past, they were able to deceive you more easily. At that time, you did not perceive them as clearly as you do now. They may wish to return to a period when they had greater access to you, more influence over you, and a stronger ability to manipulate the relationship. They might claim to have changed. They may offer apologies. They may even appear to be sincere. However, it is essential to trust your intuition in this matter. You must remember what you have observed and what you know about this person's true character. Some of you may experience feelings of guilt or self-doubt, questioning whether you are being overly harsh, if you are judging this person unfairly, or if they deserve another opportunity. Ultimately, the decision rests with you. Nevertheless, the message from the Spirit is clear. You must safeguard your peace. You need to honor your knowledge. This person has demonstrated who they are. They have unveiled their true character through their actions and energy. While it is true that people can change, genuine change requires time and consistent effort. It is not merely about uttering an apology. It is about proving through sustained behavior over an extended period that they are indeed different. Therefore, if this person attempts to return, do not simply take their words at face value. Observe their behavior. Rely on your instincts. Do not allow nostalgia or guilt to obscure your judgment. Additionally, it is clear that you possess a remarkable ability to inspire transformation in others simply by being your authentic self. Your energy, authenticity, and integrity radiate so brightly that they compel others to reflect on themselves, often leading to discomfort with their own realities. This individual is currently uneasy, not solely due to your revelations, but because your presence forces them to confront aspects of themselves they prefer to ignore. Your brilliance casts light on their hidden insecurities, and for some, this is overwhelming. They may choose to distance themselves from you rather than engage in the introspective work required to genuinely improve. However, here lies the beauty of the situation. You do not have to diminish your light to accommodate anyone else's comfort. You are not obligated to feign ignorance regarding what you perceive in order to spare someone from feeling inadequate. Your purpose is to shine. Your mission is to convey truth. You are here to utilize your gifts of insight and intuition. The individuals who are truly meant to be part of your journey will not feel threatened by your light. Instead, they will cherish it. They will recognize and appreciate your honesty and your capacity to see them for who they truly are. Those who feel anxious or uneasy in your presence are often the ones harboring secrets. Such energy is not needed in your life. I urge you to fully acknowledge your immense power. Take a moment to genuinely appreciate the unique gifts you possess. Not everyone has the ability to read others as you do. Not everyone possesses such profound intuition and discernment. Many individuals navigate life accepting whatever narratives are presented to them, believing the facades others construct. But you are different. You perceive more profoundly. You feel more intensely. And yes, at times, this means you encounter truths that are uncomfortable or disheartening. At times, it necessitates distancing yourself from individuals you once held dear, as you have come to recognize their true character. However, it also signifies that you are safeguarded. It indicates that you will not squander your time and energy on those who are unworthy of it. It suggests that you are enveloping yourself in authenticity, as you can identify the insincere from a considerable distance. The Spirit wishes to convey that this gift you possess, this capacity to perceive truth, is only becoming more potent. Your spiritual abilities are broadening. Your intuition is sharpening even further. As this occurs, You may observe that an increasing number of individuals begin to behave oddly in your vicinity. More individuals may avoid making eye contact or appear anxious in your presence. This is not a negative occurrence. It serves as validation. It is your affirmation that your energy has transitioned to a higher frequency, and those who function at a lower frequency can sense this change. They can perceive that they are unable to manipulate you. So do not be astonished if individuals begin to withdraw from your life. If relationships that once felt comfortable start to feel strained or uneasy, this is merely the natural outcome of your deeper embrace of your power and truth. For those of you who have been feeling as though you might be too intense or overwhelming for others, I encourage you to let go of that notion. You are not excessive. You are not overly intense. You are simply functioning at a different level. You are perceiving things that others either cannot or will not see, and this may cause discomfort for some, but that is their challenge to confront, not yours. Do not diminish yourself. Do not dull your insight. Do not question your intuition simply because it makes someone else feel vulnerable. Your gifts are intended to be utilized. Your truth is meant to be articulated. Your boundaries are to be respected. Now, before we conclude this reading, if these messages have truly resonated with you, please take a moment to like this video and share it with friends who may benefit from hearing this. When you interact with the content through likes and shares, the YouTube algorithm benefits from this, as it promotes the video to new viewers who are seeking this specific guidance. Therefore, if this reading resonated with you, please help it reach others by showing it some appreciation. The individual who is panicking in your presence will continue to grapple with the insights you have shared about them, at least internally. They may attempt to reconstruct their facade in front of others. They might try to persuade mutual friends or family that you are the issue, that you have misinterpreted their actions, or that you are being overly dramatic or sensitive. Allow them to do so. Let them engage in whatever actions they feel necessary to safeguard their ego. Your responsibility is not to persuade anyone else of your understanding. Your responsibility is solely to honor your truth and safeguard your energy. Those who are meant to perceive what you see will do so in their own time. Conversely, those who opt to remain oblivious are making their own choice and will have their own lessons to learn. What is crucial is that you remain anchored in your understanding. You must continue to trust your intuition. You should maintain boundaries with individuals whose energy does not resonate with yours. Furthermore, you should continue to radiate your light unapologetically, as the world requires more individuals like you. Individuals who can recognize truth. Individuals who are unafraid to expose manipulation and dishonesty. Individuals who prioritize authenticity and integrity over being liked or accepted by all. You are performing significant work simply by being yourself and honoring your insights. I sincerely appreciate your presence during this reading today. I hope these messages have provided you with clarity and affirmation regarding your feelings and experiences. Remember, you possess great power. You are safeguarded, and your intuition is undoubtedly accurate. Trust yourself, trust your perceptions, trust your knowledge, and do not allow anyone to instill doubt regarding the truth that has been unveiled to you. I am sending you abundant love and light. Until we meet again, dear souls, take care.